Wahlig from Germany, who is the current world gliding champion in club class. He's currently in second position overall in club class after 7 races, but he hasn't won a day. So I thought I'd better catch up with him before the competition ends, because he may well end up winning without actually winning a day. Welcome to NArromine, Uwe.
Thank you, Steen.
So tell me, how has the competition been going for you?
Very well until now.
Mm-hmm. What have you thought of the conditions here in Australia?
Yeah, the conditions. It was. I did not know. I heard so many different things. It could be blue. It could be great thermals in with high clouds. I just thought it's a surprise. Let's see what happens. And I had hopes for the training days, but usually the training days are quite different from the actual competition. But I took the chance to get known to the area during the training days. And I won a training day task, which is not such a thing. Yeah.
Right, I think you were actually the first of the German team to actually arrive in Australia. You've been here for a few weeks before the competition.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, and so tell me a little bit about the race 7, which you didn't win, but it kept you enough to keep in second position. Mm-hmm. How did that go for you? If you're going to remember yesterday's race.
Yeah, it was an AAT with very large sectors. I looked at the speed, and the minimum speed was 83 and the maximum speed 203. So it was clear that we won't need to fly far into the sectors, especially when it turned out that the weather would be weaker as predicted. But yesterday, the satellite picture I could use in flight turned out to be very important, because on the satellite picture we could see that the clouds are far in the first sector, and Stefan and I discussed, and we decided to fly a bit further than we would have needed, take into account that we would fly longer than expected, but to use the clouds and the good thermals of the clouds.
Right, and so that's your teammate Stefan Langer, who is a bit behind you now in the overall table, but he won day 1.
Yes.
And so so you were together pretty most of the day yesterday with him, were you?
Yes, pretty the most of the day until we met we were a little bit in the gaggle, and we tried to escape the gaggle to the front, yeah, which turned out to be not that good idea regarding a headwind lag. And near the turn point, you should be more conservative. And we tried, and the gaggle got a good thermal behind us, so it was clear that they were away. And then the rest of the day was blue and really weak conditions, but many gliders, because the first 50-meter class gliders came along, and so there were a few thermals which were well marked, and we could make it back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and you've done most of your flying in Germany and France, is that right?
Yes, and in the Alps too.
And in the Southern Alps, yeah, and the German Alps.
Yes, and since I'm flying international competitions, also in Slovakia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right, and I think you came. You were in the European Championships a couple of years ago, and then you won the French club class World Championship.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And so you grew up with gliding, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And where's your hometown and club?
It's Bensheim. It's in Germany, southwestern Germany, near Frankfurt.
Right. Uh-huh.
With a very good gliding area, with little small mountains up to 600 meters, Mittelgebirge in German.
Right. So a little bit like our Great Dividing Range, in fact.
Yeah, but regarding Europe, small mountains, but for here, comparable, but much better outlanding conditions.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we've got 4 more races to go, hopefully, potentially, and hopefully we'll see you.